And we are back. Yay! 15-minute break. Ready to go again.
Whole new audience. This may be the first time they've seen our lovely faces. So,
it's true. It's true.
I guarantee they're hanging on our every word.
Hello, audience. If you were here 15 minutes ago, welcome back. If you're new, hello. We are Aconite Books here for UK Games Expo. Today we are doing a special announcement. We're very excited about. Oh, I see. It's Nick. It's not even anyone. Oh, that's me. But yeah, it's Nick just waiting. Rude. Well, okay. So, Mark, who are you?
Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Gascoigne. I'm the publisher at Aconite, the extraordinary new imprint for fiction based on the most imaginative games coming out of the Asmodee Empire. Oh, hello, John. Haven't seen you for a while.
Hi, John.
There's going to be lots of good old gamer lags, isn't there, turning up over the weekend? It's going to be, oh, God, last time I saw you, you were face down or I was face down. Not necessarily from the drink either, people. So, yeah,
some people are bad losers.
All these old stages from the games industry. Anyway, and I'm one of those. So hello, I'm Mark. I'm the publisher at Aconite Books. In the past, you may know me from Black Library, Games Workshop. Pretty good. Angry Robot, multi-award winning. Yep. World Fantasy Award, slightly too far away to show off, but it's a picture of Lovecraft and nasty old racist. You don't want him. And very well, thank you, John. And I hope you are too.
Very good as well, John. Yes, very excited.
If you're involved with the organising of this, John, hope it's not been too manic, because it makes it a bit like those guys you see taking apart the BT junction boxes on the corner in a high wind where there's 8 million bits of spaghetti. I suspect behind the scenes of UK Games Expo, particularly moving it online, has been quite a bit like that for you. So well done all, I have to say. And who the hell are you, Anjuli Smith?
Who am I? Well, I'm the marketing and publicity manager for Aconite Books. Yeah. What did you say? I was laughing at myself. I couldn't hear you. My own giggles. Yes, I manage events. I do the social medias. I do the marketing stuff. I do the. If you've seen it somewhere, it's because I put it there. Stuff.
Reminds me, where are my socks?
I don't know where they are. I fed them to the sock goblin. But that's who I am. People know me online from playing D&D and talking a lot of ridiculous stuff about miniatures, probably as well. That's my things. But why are we here today, Mark? Why are we here?
Well, why are we here at all? I think, well, I'm here to play games and drink. In approximately that order, though it's and pizza's on the way now. So
mine's empty.
Sun's over the yard arm, so when you let the side down, that's being empty. But also, I think we're gonna talk about something which we haven't told anyone about yet.
No,
I know we're releasing different bits of information at different times over the weekend, just so people come and hang out with us. Yeah, not just once, but sporadically throughout the time, because we get a bit lonesome otherwise.
It's true.
Beaming in from our little isolated pods out here in Nottingham. Yeah, it's a strange thing. Games Expo doesn't really have a centre, does it? I think in my head I'm still picturing it somehow happening inside the NEC, as it was last year. I think I feel like we're broadcasting from a lovely little table and chair arrangement. It's nice drinks, perhaps a potted plant, just at the top of the stairs where you could see out over everything. And all the kind of riff-raff secondary stands behind you. I think that's where we are, aren't we?
Yeah, I was going to say, we're
exactly where we would be. Except with the riff-raff next to Fantasy Flight. Not that they need a lot of room for their amazing games. So, obviously, we're telling people about a whole bunch of things this weekend. But one of the things we haven't told anyone about yet is a special book, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I remember hearing something about this.
Yeah. Was that the one because I was crying? No, I'm sure not. But we thought, it's 25 years since Settlers of Catan first was burst onto the world, and I think I used the word burst advisedly, because of course in the English-speaking territories we didn't see it for a short time, but in Germany it debuted 25 years this year, indeed, at the Essen Spiel, the big game event. Though 25 years ago it wasn't called Spiel; it was called something else before then. And by the way, I know all about how it debuted and how it came to be, because I've been reading this. And this is Klaus Teuber's story of how he came to become a game developer, came up with a whole bunch of ideas that won him the Spiel des Jahres Game of the Year prize, but then it ultimately led him down the path, the journey, if you will, to creating Settlers of Catan, these days known a little simpler just as Catan, and an absolute world-beating example of what happens when ingenuity, simplicity, a sense of wonder, and a sense of semi-cooperative, semi-do-over-your-mates type of play all comes together to create this amazing game. One of the first and best of the games coming out of, I guess, what we used to call Euro games, that really heralded the new revolution. Certainly for folks like me, there'd been board games around in the hobby for many, many years, but that new wave that Catan was very much part of the vanguard of brought the revolution that we're still taking part in today. And it's bizarre, actually, to think that it has been 25 years of it. But to tell the story, Klaus has written his thoughts on how he came to create Catan, what he learned along the way, and what others might learn from his example. Now, the bad news about it is it's only published in German.
Oh, I don't speak German, though. How am I going to learn about it?
Well, you got two options, mate. Yeah, one evening classes, obviously. But you know what? It is 25 years of Catan. So we're going to produce, oh, yes, we are. We're going to produce a limited run of My Journey to Catan by Klaus Teuber for the English-speaking market. It's going to be a limited run. And it's specifically for the fans. We're doing justice to all those people. We wanted to create something to do justice to Klaus and his amazing story and the amazing achievement he's done, but also, I guess, to really celebrate 25 years of the game we all love as well. So it's only going to be 1,000 copies. It's going to be super lush. Slipcased, signed and numbered by Klaus himself, and I know that because I have seen the sign sheets, and each one hand numbered and signed by Klaus's fair hand, and they'll be bound into the book. And this is basically finishing up production now to be heading off to the printers. We're going to do it in a pre-order through the Catan store, which is the home of all groovy things Catan. So everyone has a chance to get their hands on one, and then they'll be shipping in November. So what we're going to do is get the word out now. There was a brief snippet about it at Gen Con. It was in the middle of the Catan presentation online, so some folks will have missed that. But following this chat, we're going to be telling everyone, stopping people in the streets even to tell them about this, but certainly spreading the word far and wide. But I say, only 1,000 copies. It's absolutely fascinating. It contains a lot of photos, color and black and white from Klaus's archive. I have to say, annoyingly, I've just shut this after showing it off. But there's some brilliant stuff about, I don't know how much we can see. This is the German edition, but there are shots of Klaus's very first homemade Catan sets. There's obviously shots of his earlier games, his more recent achievements, shots of him as his own Catan cards with himself as character. Lots more stuff. This is exactly what we want to see for those of us who are really interested in how games come together. Yep, no hexes, notice. First Catan was on square pieces, which are and an awful lot more fascinating insights into how it develops in the book. Thoughts from the great and good who were with him along the path, including his own brilliant sons, Guido and Benny, who help him run the Catan family run creative team these days. Guido from the US and Benjamin working alongside his dad to create new games in Germany. And also insights from those along the way, folks like Pete Fenlon, who these days runs Catan Studio in the States, but was one of the first people in America to recognize its brilliance and bring copies in through Mayfair Games, and then into the new era of Catan. So a lot of the great and good along the way, thoughts from a lot of the German game developers who marveled as Klaus won yet another of his fabulous Game of the Year awards. And if you've got any interest in how games are made, and certainly how Catan came to be, and the thoughts, the philosophy on the game development that then grew into something, I think, that's far more than the sum of its parts, then this is the book for you.
And pre-orders for this are exclusively at the Catan shop. I have put a link in the chat, which will take you to more information, link you to where you can pre-order it. And it goes up for pre-order on the 12th of September, which for any of you game convention savvy people will know that's the first day of PAX Online. So it's a big, exciting game day, and you'll be able to pre-order it from them for shipping in November. So
indeed. So if you're not getting it for yourself and you want it for a loved one for Christmas, someone who has everything Catan, including the socks and the bow tie, it should be with you in plenty of time for the end of the year holiday season, whether that's Christmas or another holiday, and cunningly designed to do exactly that. And indeed to hit the exact time that Catan first arrived on our shores, or perhaps we first washed up on the shores of that mysterious island 25 years ago. But you know what, Anjuli?
What?
I think there's some more Catan stuff we can tell them about as well.
I think there might be. Let me just check.
Because the other thing we have to tell folks about, and I don't think anyone has heard about this until today, I think they're the publishers, the wonderful folks at Welbeck Publishing in London, started talking about this just an hour or two back, is the first in a range of themed puzzle books. So the first one, set, as you can very well see from the wonderful hexes, is set in the island of Catan. And this is, there's quite a craze for these puzzle books at the moment, isn't there? I think I'm quite a big fan of them. I have to say, I'm a bit of a crossword guy and obviously a gamer. And puzzling out this stuff, which ranges from very rich stuff set in very much in the background of the discovery of Catan about the island. There's some stuff derived from the game, and then there's pure logic puzzles and brain teasers and stuff. I think it's a great mix of all this stuff. But this is well, I'm nicking a copy as soon as I see one. Let's be honest. But for those who aren't as blessed as us, this is going into regular bookstores. And do you know when it's out?
1st of October.
1st of October. How brilliant. Yeah. In the UK, and I know that they've sold the rights to a whole bunch of European countries. A couple of whom are going to be getting it out this side of the holidays. A couple of them, I think, getting it out in the new year. But it's going to be into the various European languages as well. All the illustrations derived from the Catan games, and the author, actually Wolfric Galland, is actually an old Games Workshop head as well. One of the Citadel team, guys behind the Citadel Journal and a lot of the hobbyist stuff there. So he's also a really rather groovy game designer. I'm trying to think. I've actually got his game Blame on the side there, which is absolutely fiendish card game. So the puzzles from the mind behind Blame and various other games. So guaranteed to be a proper challenging. We can play Animal Crossing instead if you'd like, Anjuli. That's fine.
Sorry, that's my background.
I thought it might be. Well, this is the foreground for now. But hey, hopefully this is the first of several puzzle books from these guys. We'd love to think this does well. I'd certainly like to see stuff set in a whole bunch of Asmodee's worlds, and the puzzling element with our some of our escape room games, including Unlock and the complicated stuff like Time Stories and Dead of Winter, all these different things. Wow, I think we can all think of our list of games that could certainly handle a puzzle book approach. But for now, the Catan puzzle book by Wolfric Galland, on sale 1st of October, all good bookstores, online, and anywhere where books are sold.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get that job on QVC?
I hope so. Oh, look at the clay. Yeah,
that's what been going wrong. I've not been doing the fancy hand thing. I've been basically scratching myself by the looks of it. So 2 amazing things for Catan. Do we have a third?
We don't. We only have the 2.
Well, I think that's pretty good. I think, the story of how it all came to be across 25 years, and something rich and fiendish derived from the game itself. I think that's a pretty good selection of goodies to go into any Catan fans' Christmas stocking, or just bought and kept for yourself and not shared with anyone. I think that's fine too.
Also good.
I know which option I'm picking, certainly.
Right. Well, let me just bring up our schedule. Show everyone our schedule first. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us today. So this is our last stream of today for the opening of UK Games Expo. But tomorrow we've got loads.
Oh, look, you just froze up for a second there. Just want to say that again.
That's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
We should ask, of course, while we're nattering on, if anyone does have any questions about these or indeed anything else. We're here for another 5 minutes or so. So feel free to...
if you have any questions for us about anything, please do talk. Say hello in chat. But you will find us online, mainly here on Facebook. We're doing lots of these type of chats or pop-up chats with the team where you are free to ask us questions. We also have a couple of author chats going on tomorrow, which again, feel free to come along and ask questions of the authors. We have David Geimer tomorrow at 2 and Richard Lee Byers at 4.
Beaming in from Florida, I presume.
Yeah, and it's going to be pretty good. We have a Keyforge. Oh, sorry.
John's asked, are we recording all these?
Yes. So everything is being recorded and is available on YouTube, or will be available on YouTube, and we'll save them on Facebook as well. Sorry?
The Twitch stuff too?
Yes, the Twitch stuff is being recorded. So I will put those onto YouTube after the show.
Wonderful.
Yeah. The Keyforge RPG tomorrow, after we wrap up the story, we're going to come onto Facebook with the authors and do sort of an unwrapping of the characters and have a little chat about them. So if you are a fan of any of the authors that are going to be playing tomorrow, do pop along so you can come and say hello to them and ask them some questions about their characters from the Keyforge anthology. We'll be here for an hour doing a chat.
And that's after you've played a game based on a story or stories from the Keyforge anthology with the Keyforge anthology authors who've never played RPGs before.
Yeah.
Run by a certain Anjuli Smith, who've never run the run that particular Keyforge system before. Catan store ships everywhere.
Yeah, worldwide. But yeah, so you can find us back here tomorrow. We are around from 11 tomorrow, but we will be on the UK Games Expo Twitch channel. First thing, Mark and James will be there doing a panel. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you over on the Twitch channel. Feel free to also talk in the Twitch channel.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, if you have any questions about making games into novels or making novels into games, then make sure that you're there to ask questions.
Who've been in the games industry, as we added up earlier, for 74 years. That would be pretty good too. Though don't ask me about that incident in 1984, because it's a long, long time ago, and I know the statute of limitations and all that, but I'll be damned if anyone else involved.
That's the year I was born. That's
good stuff. That's when I became a professional game designer.
I became a person.
A living being. Well, yeah.
A being.
It's very similar.
Well, we shall sign off for the evening then. Thank you, everyone.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to play some games. I've got, Tabletopia now for, so if anyone isn't aware, if you sign up for UK Games Expo, an account with them, Tabletopia will give you 7 days of free premium membership. So you get to play all the games online, in private with friends or streaming, and you get that free. We're going to be using it tomorrow, so you can come and have a look and watch us mess up terribly. I did have a practice today to try and get it right.
Oh, no practice, not fair.
There was much swearing between me and Nick. So we tried to work out how these things worked. So there'll be less swearing tomorrow. See, we got it out of our systems.
Well, we'll see. Have a good evening. Play some games. Drink beer. See you later.
See you later, everyone. Oh, haven't pressed